The arrival of a Tai Chi master in Tucson is one aspect of the mission of the Confucius Institute of the University of Arizona, which is to share the vibrancy and traditions of Chinese culture with our entire community. Joining me now are Larry Lang, Program Manager with Confucius Institute at the University of Arizona, dance choreographer Angelina Lynn Hannum, and Jason Kiesel, an intern at the Institute, to tell us more. Thank you all for joining me today.
Thank you to have us.
Larry, how does bringing someone like the Tai Chi master we just saw relate to the mission of the Institute?
Yes, that's a good question, actually. For the Confucius Institute, it's a joint venture between the University of Arizona and the Chinese Department of Education. Mainly, the purpose was, promote the Chinese language education. But each Confucius Institute worldwide, they have their own specialty. Our specialty is with culture. And of course, martial arts is one of the Chinese culture treasure we have. And so far, we already have 3 martial arts masters in our teachers team. So they have been demanded strongly for community and local schools for those activities.
What are some of the other activities and programs that the Institute does?
Yeah, besides the martial arts, we do have Chinese music teachers here. Actually, we partner with School of Music. They do have a student ensemble called Purple Bamboo Ensemble under Dr. Janet Sturman. It's a Chinese instrument ensemble, and they did very good on this Chinese New Year festival for the opening piece.
Well, Angelina, I understand you were involved with the Chinese New Year Festival, choreographing some of the work. What are some unique aspects of Chinese dance that you think differentiate it from other forms?
Well, Chinese dance is separated into 2 categories. There are Chinese folk dances, and those are kind of the ethnic pieces that come from different regions of China. And then the piece that I did was primarily based off of Chinese classical dance, which is a really nice mixture of partially martial arts, so there's a martial arts background, and Chinese philosophy. So I feel a lot of Western dance is more external, so you have lines and positions, musical notes and counts, but Chinese dance is classical dance is very philosophical. So what is the intention that will take a dancer from one part of the stage to the next part of the stage? Where is the movement initiated from? And that's a completely different approach, I think, than most dancers, at least in the US, are trained in.
So how did you become connected to the Confucius Institute?
I first became connected approximately 4 years ago when I was at the School of Dance studying for my MFA, and the Confucius Institute brought a group of dancers to China that summer for a cultural tour. So we brought American dances and American jazz music, and we danced all over China, and then I was very lucky to be part of that group.
How does working with the Institute further your artistic practice, do you think?
Well, being a Chinese American, and I've had experience on both continents, it's just a very lovely way for me to combine both elements of my identity without feeling like I have to choose one side or the other. And so I really enjoy bridging that gap, just culturally, dance-wise, and for myself.
And it seemed to me one of the major missions of the Institute is to bridge some of these kinds of gaps.
Exactly. I came to US in '87. So as a student then, I realized there's the understanding level is unbalanced between the 2 sides. Now it's getting better, but still there's difference from how much the Chinese people understand American today's life, culture, everything, and the politics, and the other side from American colleges kids or high school students, they don't have that kind of level of understanding in Chinese culture.
And Jason, I understand that you're a business student here at the University of Arizona and that you have an interest in Chinese culture and commerce. So bridging on the point that Dr. Lang just made, how has your being a part of the Institute helped your studies and business?
I think being a part of the Institute has really helped diversify me. As an accounting major, we get kind of a reputation as people that just sit in a little cubicle punching in numbers. But I think being around just a completely different culture and learning about it and just being put out on stage and everywhere else has just really helped kind of break me out of my shell.
My understanding is that you're planning on studying or going to China for a year. Has being connected to the Institute helped you to make that decision or helped you at all in that process?
It actually completely helped me make the connection. I was emceeing at the Chinese Language Day competition, and afterwards someone approached me and asked me if I'd like to go to China. I was like, well, yeah, I don't think I'm ready to start working yet, so I'd love to. And they offered me a job there.
So again, connections being made just by participation. Why the title? Why Confucius Institute and not something else?
As everybody knows that Confucius, in Chinese we call 孔子, is a person or educator which is over 2,000 years ago. And the matter of fact, in China there's no religion, believe it or not. Confucius is a kind of religion to most Chinese people to practice his theory and how to deal with people, deal with family. So in that way, we set up this as a Confucius Institute to promote language and culture.
What are some of the upcoming programs that people can look forward to, maybe in the spring or in the summer, in the fall?
Yeah, in this fall, in September, we are going to have which is called Chinese Culture Festival. We have that, it'll be our third time at UA campus and also for the community. It is a series of activities including Chinese Language Day, Chinese Health Day, for the massage, acupuncture, you name it. Of course, martial arts. And there will be a Chinese concert, which we are planning to have another impact concert for the community.
Larry, Jason, and Angelina, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.